Hey, folks. Today you're going to discover how to make hundreds or more for just 2 hours work. All that happens in just a moment. Hey, everybody. It's Jeff Herring, and welcome to day 2 of the Content Profit Challenge. Day 1 was great. If you have not yet caught that, you need to catch that. We help you install the content profit mindset and show you a way that you can take your content, add a few action questions to it, turn it into an action article, and then add a few lines under the questions and turn it into an action article workbook and sell it. Okay. So in your toolbox, that is now way 1 of, I promised you 3, but we're really giving you 6 in our time together. We're going into day 2 right over here in just a moment. First, I want to draw your attention to something. We have hundreds of people signed up for this challenge. Here's what that means to you or for you. That means, oh, thank you, Kim. Appreciate that. We'll put that up there. Yay, Kim. What that means is there are hundreds of people getting a content profit sheet as a bonus. Okay. Now, what I'm encouraging you to do, like many of you did after yesterday, right down here, right down here, right down here, or here. This is a better hand. Here for this is Kim's great thing she said. Now, also there is jeffherring.com/profit. jeffherring.com/profit. That's where you go. I want you to go get your seat, your content profit seat, because we're going to fill out the rest of the year quite soon. Okay. Thank you, Facebook user that says great training yesterday. I'm still working on it. Great. Donna says good evening from England. Doesn't matter how many years I do this, I'm still finding it a wondrous thing that it's different times all around the world. Okay. Now, let's make this bigger as we cruise into day 2. Yes, I could click that to watch it live like you guys have, but that could cause a tear or a rip in the space-time continuum. So we're not going to do that. Hey, Wendy, I thought that was you, Facebook user. All right. Today is all about one-time small group masterminds. Now, yes, I've changed the name of this as I've created and worked with it. And then this morning, before I got up, as often happens, the idea came to call it a one-time small group mastermind because that's what it is. All right. So this is a quick win for your people, your tribe, and it's a quick win for you as well. Now, I'm going to tell you the story of the first time I did this. And I want to stress to you that I wasn't even full-time yet. I was still making the weekly trip between Tallahassee, shutting down my private practice, and Atlanta, coming up here to get things going, still living in a hotel room. I can, as I tell this story, I picture where I was living, one of those extended stay places, and decided to try something. Okay. And here's the something I tried. I invited 5 people from my tribe, from my list community, to come join me for a website audit. Okay. Everybody would get up to 20 minutes for me to review their website and make suggestions. Okay. To tell you how long ago this was, we did it all by teleseminar. How about that? We did it all by teleseminar because that's all we had back then. So that meant we weren't even looking at the same thing on the same screen. They were looking at their website and I was looking at their website because they sent me the address, right? Okay. So I gathered those 5 people together, charged $150. And between the 5 sessions or 5 brainstorms or 5 mastermind pieces, and the intro and the outro and the offer, It took 2 hours. Okay. So yeah, there was more time invested in, all the time it takes to write an email and set up the buy buttons and stuff. I've always thought of that as a pleasure and not work. Uh, so, roughly around 2 hours, 5 times 150 is 750. So that's 375. I think yesterday I said it was 325. Yeah, that's why you don't want to do math in public. So that's 375 an hour, which is a pretty good rate to get paid, right? Okay. And here's the thing I've learned over time. I've been running groups uh, since I was 13, and we have to thank for that the how shall we say it, the recreational use of um, uh, certain tobacco in the early 1970s. I got caught. Part of my punishment was I had to join the Boy Scouts, and became the youngest patrol leader ever to that date, anyway, and found out how powerful groups are to help people. And I've done groups all the way through since I was 13, and I'm still doing them now with you guys. I do two as a volunteer at Brownsbridge Church. So I've got a lot of group history, and I got to thank Pat Johnson, one of my favorite professors in grad school, who got me started on all this. People grow faster in groups. They do. And why this is called a mastermind or a small group mastermind is, see, the difference between coaching and a mastermind, or a membership and a mastermind. A coaching or a membership is, it's one to many, okay? And one person is helping you achieve these things, okay? A mastermind is when the other people there are not only allowed, they're encouraged, almost required, to give their input. Okay, so when we do one of these things, you invite 5 people in, and they're not only getting tips and help from you, they're getting it from the other 4 or so people there. So that's why it's a mastermind. Okay. Um, and what you do is you come up with an outcome you can help someone reach in 20 minutes or less. Okay. My first outcome was helping you with your website. Okay. We'll talk about your outcomes in just a minute here. Okay. You gather 5 people together for 20 minutes each. Um, and like I said, it's the power of the group, the mastermind. You'll see me looking down at my notes like I don't usually do for something like this, because I'm packing so much into this. I want to make sure I cover everything. All right. So now the other thing about this is, like yesterday's day one, you could create that and make profit from it the same day. Okay. With this, yeah, you probably could do it the same day, but I'm suggesting that you do it the same week. Okay, give yourself some time, come up with it, put it together, invite people, get them signed up. And the beauty of it is, let's say, hey, more than 5 people register, but you don't feel like being, on the Zoom or the StreamYard for 27 hours. You just say, hey, we've got the first 5 people. Thank you for your investment, and we'll do another one of these real soon. Or you tell them when you're going to do another one. And heck, if you got 5 more people, do it the next week, right? I mean, unless you're against making that much money twice in 2 weeks. Um, and the cool thing about this, before we get into the workshop part of this, is you can do this over and over and over again. Not only could you, you should. Okay. So let's build this thing out. Okay. Now, this is where we get interactive in the chat. So, first thing you do is you pitch. Try to say pick and niche at the same time. Comes out pitch or nick. You pick a niche topic. From your expertise, pick a niche topic, and that's where we start. So, what's your niche topic, kids? Pop it here into the chat. What's your niche topic, folks? Chris, is financials for small business. Cool. I look forward to working with you on your content prophecy. Let me get rid of that. Larry, reducing overwhelm. BA, pairing the right two parakeets. Ooh, I like that. I gotta hook you and Wendy up. Mark, anxiety. Oh, love it. Um, because that's such a prevalent issue right now. I'm looking forward to our meeting in December. Kim, healthy weight loss. Yay. You know what, Mark? Two things about anxiety. When I sat down with my high school guys 4 or 5 years ago when they were entering 10th grade, I said, look, you guys know there's a message from stage and a curriculum, etc. Um, and we go by that, right? I mean, you guys help me with it. What I want to know is, what do you want to talk about this year? And it blew me away, Mark. They said stress, anxiety, and depression. I'm like, holy crap. The only thing I had stress or anxiety about when I was 15 was whether Bonnie was going to be my girlfriend or not, right? And then we're doing a new series in the college group tomorrow night called Bouncing Back. And it's all about mental health issues because the studies are showing, Mark, that 60% or more of college students struggle with some mental health issue. Okay. And a lot of it's anxiety. So I'm so glad you're doing this. We're going to have a great time. We love helping you. Lee is abandoned cat rehoming. Oh, I love it. Abandoned cat rehoming. Wendy says in her house, VIP stands for very important parrot. I love it. Okay, so there's your niche topic. All right, thank you for sharing it. Write it down. Write it down. Right now, we're building your one-time small group mastermind. And can it be more than one time? Yeah, sometimes at the end, people want to keep going. Tough problem to have. So cool. Okay, now, what can you deliver in 20 minutes? What transformation, what huge help can you deliver in 20 minutes? So that's taking your niche topic and narrowing it down even further. What's your 20-minute deliverable? 20 minutes or less. It's okay if it's less. Chris, where there are holes in your financials that are costing you money. Okay. Where the bucket's leaking, huh? All right, cool. Wendy, taking a folk song and changing it into another melody easily. Okay, cool. Larry, reduce the feeling of distress. Nice. Mark, 5 strategies to abolish anxiety. Ooh, I like that. Abolish anxiety. 5 might be tough to do in 20 minutes, but we'll figure that out. Kim, healthy habits that can influence you losing weight successfully and easily, and added by Jeff, keeping it off. BA, color expectations and genetic predictions, okay, for your parents. Cool. I love it. I love it. Now, does it have to be delivered in 20 minutes? No, it can be less. I'll do some stuff on Friday when we do our live demos workshop where I'm going to do some in 10, okay, and show you how that can be done. 20 minutes is just a good long time and it gives you extra time if you need it. But if you get done in 10 or 15 and you've solved the problem or you've provided the transformation, cool on you. All right. Number of members. Now, 5 is not a hard, fast 10 commandment written in stone rule. All right. I don't go any more than 5 because I like to spend up to 20 minutes with a person. And I don't particularly like being, doing one of these for more than 2 hours. Okay. That's why I keep these short, right? You guys tell me, yeah or nay in the Q&A. Have you ever been on a webinar, podcast, live cast, or even an in-person workshop where it could have been done in 30 minutes, but it took 3 hours or 2 hours or 3 hours because the first half hour was telling you about how great they are. And you're sitting there going, when are you going to get to the stuff? Drives me, yes, says when Kim, yeah. drives me crazy when I'm in a meeting for something in my volunteer work that could have been an email or could have been done in 15 instead of 2 hours. Wendy says, yes, we don't do that here. Okay. We keep it, yes, Mark says Mark, we keep it to the point and short. So you can have more than 5 members if you want to give more than 5 members 20 minutes. Because right there, 5 minutes, I mean, 5 people at 20 minutes is 100 minutes, and that's an hour and 40 right there. Okay. So now, can you do it with less people? Sure. Lee says too many times. Yeah, me too. That's why when I thought, when I get on the other side of this, I'm going to make it a whole lot different than what I've been exposed to. Can you make it 3 members? Sure. Can you do 3 members in an hour? Sure. Okay. I'm just giving you a starting place. Play with it, have fun with it, see what works best for you. Okay. So what's your working idea of number of members? What are you thinking? Number of members in the chat, please. Let's see. Chris is 10. BA is 4. Larry is 7. Kim is 10. Boy, ambitious people. I love it. Wendy says, for that amount of time, 5 tops. 3 would be better. Then do 3. Wendy, that's a great example of what I'm talking about. You don't have to do 5 for 20 minutes. Mark says 10. Ambitious folk. I love it. Okay, now I talked about 150 per member. Okay, now can you still do that? Yes. No one's going to tell you this except me. Okay, because I believe in radical transparency about this stuff. You got to remember this was late winter, spring of '07. Okay, back during the internet gold rush when there was so much gold laying around, you didn't even have to bend over to pick it up. It jumped on you. Okay. Things aren't like that anymore. Okay. Lee says 3, maybe for neurodivergent folks. Yeah. Okay. No, Mark, you don't. Great question. I'm gonna put that one up there. You don't address each person separately. I mean, you don't address them all together. Okay. And you do it concurrently. Like if you and Lee and Kim and Larry were in a group, do Mark first for 20, then Lee, then Kim, then Larry. Okay. So not all at the same time. Yeah. And while the others observe and learn from the input. Absolutely. That's the mastermind part. Because see, everybody gets a lot out of it from other people besides helping the other people. Okay. Could you get 150? Yeah. If you're just starting out, I would recommend something lower. Okay. Hey, Catherine. She says, sorry I'm late. I'll catch up on the replay. Okay. But you got to show me your note from home. All right. So pricing. I would start around 47 and say to people, this is the first time we are doing this, and this is the only time it's going to be this rate. It's going to go up for the next one. So you get buying behavior. But think about it, okay? 5 times 47 is just under $200. That still ain't bad for sitting, I mean, I'm all the time talking with my friends. This ain't bad for sitting on my couch with my coffee table that turns into a desk and my laptop and jazz on the TV. I mean, come on. Winnie's going to help you out. Catherine, she's going to have one of her parents send a note that's chewed up. Mark says, I see. Marlene is coaching memory that will be retained. Cool. All right, cool. So what are you thinking fee per member? Give me what are you thinking about fee per member? Just to start. Larry's going 95. Wendy's going 37. And folks, it's okay to go 95 like Larry. There is nothing sacred about 7. Okay. Just do it under, if you're going to do a 95, it's good that it's under 100. 37 under 40. Mark at 47 under 50. Kim at 47 under 50. Okay. 45, 47, 49, whatever. Why don't you charge one more, Jeff, if it's 99? Because I'm not slitting my financial throat over $1. Okay. Come on. You want to get buying behavior. 47 for Marlene. Great. Okay. So we've got you guys making anywhere from just under 500 to 150. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. BA trusts my recommendation of 47, but I like 97 at the end. So 47, 97. I like that. And then eventually, when you grow it, each time you do it by $10, 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, 97. When do you stop raising prices? When people stop buying. Write that one down. That's a little bonus tip for you. Always raise your prices. And you stop when people buying starts to slow down or stop. Okay. So when you could go 47 to start. Yeah, it's a brand new thing. When you're fine. Okay. So you've got the niche topic, what you can deliver in 20 or less minutes, 20 minutes or less. Number of members, your fee per member. Okay. How long you want to go? You want to be on for a half hour, an hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours? What do you, and again, this is a work in progress. It is not written in stone. You can change it whenever you want. Pop it in the chat. You guys are playing well. And for those of you that haven't played yet, the people that play just do better with this. 1/2 hour to 45, 2 hours, 90 to 120 minutes, so 90 minutes to 2 hours, 30 minutes for Catherine. Boom. You're getting in there and getting out. Good job. I may have to try one of those. 20 minutes for Marlene. Cool. Great. Okay. Now, we're going to do some higher math here. We'll pull out my calculator because you saw what happened yesterday when I try to do math on the fly in public. Okay. So for Larry's 95, and let's say he's got 5 people. That's 475. Okay. For Mark's 47 for 2 hours on 5 people or 10 people, 47 times 10, that's easy, 470. Okay. So what's your total income from this? That's fee per member multiplied by number of members. I know it's higher math, but I did really good in math all the way up until the time they added the alphabet. And then I was sunk. It's like, why is there the alphabet here in math? For Kim, it'd be 470. Yeah. Mark is 470. Yep. Who else? Who else? Who else? Now, what I want you to do is just kind of 675 for Larry. There you go. Picture this with me. Okay. You want to close your eyes, you can. If you're going to picture this, don't picture it like you're watching it. Picture it through you're seeing it through your own eyes. Okay. Picture writing the email that says, hey, everybody, I'm getting together a small group of 5 people next week on Tuesday at 4:00. Okay. And what we're going to do, nicely done, BA. I like it. You didn't say I needed to do math. There's going to be math. So yeah, hey everybody, I'm getting together, just 5 people next week to work on X. Okay, everybody, each of you is going to get 20 minutes, and we're going to help you get from where you are to cool transformation. Okay, this is going to go quick, and it's the only time it's going to be priced this low. So I'm taking the first 5, go here, be one of the first 5, and let's make these changes together. Something like that. Okay. So you've just written your email, you sent it out. But Jeff, what if I don't have a list or my list is small? If you don't have a list, we'll talk about ways to get one. Okay. If you do have a list, I don't care if it's 10 people. Okay. Get 5 people out of there. All right. And if you don't have a list, do it on your socials. Okay. Do it on Medium and other places. Okay. All right. So you send that out. Now, how do they buy? Well, used to be you had to get some big old what did they used to call it? A vendor thing? I mean, you had to do with banks and all kinds of stuff. Just go over to PayPal and get an account. Okay. And then search on PayPal or on YouTube for how do you create a buy me link, a buy link. Okay. And that's the link you send them to. And then whatever the thank you page is, which could be in your website, it could be on an unlisted on Medium. That's the address you send people to after they've bought. Okay. And then you got to decide how you're going to do it. Zoom has a free version. StreamYard, which I prefer, which you're on now, has a free version. Okay. So, here's the thing. When you first start out, you got a lot more time than you got money. And I could tell you horror stories of people I know that spent so much money building a team from the beginning, and they're still paying on it. Okay? I know of one that's 17 years ago still doing that. When you got more time than money, learn how to do these things. Okay. Then when you got more money than time, you can get somebody else to do it. Okay, so Wendy, you're on Zoom. Yeah, works great. I just like this setup better for a few reasons. Okay. Now you've set up the buy link, you've sent out the email, you've decided how you're going to deliver it. Now it's about 10 minutes before the show. And Mark, that anxiety's kicking up. Oh my gosh, what if it does well? What if I mess up? Laugh about it. I do. Okay. I tried to say what niche and pick at the same time a little while ago. Have fun with it. People like that. They see you as human. No one likes to watch perfection in a presentation. It makes you think I can never do that. Okay. So now you're getting on and you're giving a little bit of a, chat beforehand. And then you pick the first person. Hey, Jimmy. Okay. You're up first. Let me get you on here live with us and let's talk about whatever. Okay. You work with them, you help them get the transformation, and then you just do that 4 more times. Wrap it up. That's right, Kim. We're all human. And then you make an offer. Okay. And so it could go, how many of you got something good out of this? Yay or nay in the Q&A. You can steal my saying or borrow it or use it, whatever. And then you say, then you ask, how would you like to continue this? Okay. Well, there's multiple ways you can. How many of you would like to continue doing this together like this? Okay. And then you've got options. You could do another small group mastermind. You could start your membership site with these people. Can you start with 3? Yes. Why not? Okay. And get those 3 to invite 3 and those 6 to invite 6. And, you keep promoting it and talking about what you're doing and it grows. Okay. Every single membership site in the world, every single list community tribe in the world started with 1. Okay. Started with 1. And it's okay if it's a relative. All right. Build from there. All right. So now I want you to picture, even beforehand, you get to picture the sales coming in. Okay. My phone goes ka-ching when a sale comes in. And my friends just shake their heads when it happens. I remember one time somebody buying a mentor program in the early days for 5K. So watching a movie with my sons, and they always like to look at the ka-chings, and they said, "You made $5,000 sitting here watching a movie?" I said, "Well, technically, yeah. There's a whole lot that went into making this possible." Okay. Enjoy those sales coming in as people join you for the 5 people for that first session, and then enjoy the sales coming in for the next thing you offer. Okay. Now, um, wow, we did 30 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun. All right. So, folks, we're just really getting started here. You really are in the slide into profit. You're sliding into profit here. Um, as we go further and further. Because really, by the end of the week, of the 5 days, you're going to know how to create 6 different things to make money with. Okay. That's what we call an empire. That's what we call a kingdom. And if it's all made from one article, cool. You got another article, throw that in, and on and on and on and on you go. Now, we're doing content profit bingo too. To get yesterday's number, you got to listen to the show. All right. Um, Today, where is it? Here we go. Okay. Today we're doing letters. Okay. Write this down. Today's letter is I. I as in Irene or Iris or Isabel. Iris reminds me all of a woman I dated in grad school named Iris Pitts. And all my friends said, it sounds like you're dating a running back. All right. Um, so the letter today is I. On Friday, I will invite you to solve the unscramble what we're putting together. Tell me what it is. And everybody that does is going to get a custom blog post of the topic of their choice created by me. Okay. Tomorrow, you do not want to miss tomorrow. Okay. Because what we're doing tomorrow, let me just show you what we're doing tomorrow. Okay. And since we got the screen right here, many courses, MANY courses, lots of mini courses. Okay. That's tomorrow. There'll be more stuff in there now. Um, and while we're here, see, I hope you guys have got this. You can go back and get everything from day one. We're on day 2. And this is a fun little way to put these things together, right? Okay. So, yay on you guys. Look at that. You get a chat here with this stuff too. Although I look at it on StreamYard, so that can be bigger. All right. I'm looking forward to mini courses too because they're fun. And I'm going to give you at the very beginning the number one tip about this. Okay. I'm writing it down, but if I don't do it, somebody remind me. Okay. Folks, go use this stuff. As always, listen. You got any questions? Anything was unclear? If you're listening to this on the replay, come in here at the bottom and just leave a comment, okay, in the form of a question. Duke, leave it. You'll probably heard that little dog yip yapping out there. Big old Duke wants to go see what it is. Like, Duke, no. You can't have a snack. And those of you that are watching on the replay, you're welcome, Kim. My pleasure. Those of you that are watching the replay, I would appreciate you just typing in pound or hashtag replay so I know who's doing what. You guys are a wonderful audience. I wake up excited every day to do this, and I'm super excited about tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. But let's focus on today, start putting this together, and then we'll focus on tomorrow. Okay. You're welcome, Mark. My pleasure. So cool seeing you guys put stuff together. As always, you know what to do now, folks. Before I say that, though, I'm going to say thank you for being here. A lot of places you could have been, and you chose to be here. Appreciate that. Marlene says, yes, thank you, Jeff. You're welcome, Marlene. And until we meet again in 23 hours and 26 minutes, go use this stuff. And we will catch you on day 3. You like how I stretched that out so I could get to the music?